Library of Heaven's Path. Chapter 22. The reason behind Zhao Ya's illness. Lu Yong might have been guided by Zhang Xuan previously, but he doesn't believe that the latter is capable. Rather, he thought that Zhang Xuan simply got lucky. After all, asking someone to use a different hand to execute a punching routine doesn't involve much skill. Thus, from the depths of his heart, he still looks down on the teacher in front of him. Teacher. Walking into the room, he cups his hand and bows slightly to Zhang Xuan, although his tone isn't very respectful. I have seen you execute your battle techniques before. Seemingly oblivious to his disrespect, Zhang Xuan continues, to be able to train Soaring Flower Fist to the rookie level and Dragon Inch Fist to the expert level, not bad. What? You? How did you know that I am trained in Dragon Inch Fist? Hearing those words, Lu Yong, who was disregarding Zhang Xuan, almost faints from shock. Logically, due to his weak strength, he should have focused on his cultivation technique. Even if he has to learn battle technique, he should have practiced a normal battle technique such as Soaring Flower Fist instead of Dragon Inch Fist. Dragon Inch Fist, being a mortal lower tier battle technique, is much more formidable than the Soaring Flower Fist. In order to become stronger, he hid the fact that he was practicing this punch routine from his family members. Ever since his Dragon Inch Fist reached rookie level, he has never executed it in front of anyone else. Previously, the battle technique which he showed Zhang Xuan was the Soaring Flower Fist. Yet, Zhang Xuan was able to tell that he practices the Dragon Inch Fist and that it is at the expert level. How could he tell? There is shadows of the Dragon Inch Fist in your Soaring Flower Fist. Naturally, Zhang Xuan can't possibly reveal that it is due to the Library of Heaven's Path. He didn't even blink when telling an outright lie. You can even tell from that. Lu Yong is still in a state of disbelief. The two skills aren't even in the slightest related to one another. Previously, he also executed the Soaring Flower Fist in front of teacher Chao Shang, but he wasn't able to tell that much from it. Yet, the academy's worst teacher is able to see through it with one glance. Is this for real? While he is still holding doubts in his heart, the teacher sitting before him continues. Reaching the level of an expert, your Dragon Inch Fist holds considerable might. However, do you feel an ache under your armpits and an itch in your Zhangjian acupoint whenever you execute it? TL. Zhangjian to shoulder well acupoint, right beside the back of your neck on your shoulder. This. Taking a few steps back, Lu Yong looks as though he has seen a ghost, fear appearing within his eyes. Not only are the words of the other party correct, they are exactly spot on. It is as though he has seen him training. You. How did you know? Lu Yong couldn't help but ask with a pale face. It is very simple, you have been practicing an inappropriate battle technique. If you continue training at this rate, I can guarantee that the muscles of your entire arm will be destroyed within 3 years. Even immortals will find it hard to save you. In fact, the effects are already apparent now. Do you feel your body going stiff when you are sleeping at night, sometimes even spasming? Zhang Xuan questions. Lu Yong trembles. Indeed, he has such a condition. Just that, he thought it was due to overexhaustion from excessive training, so he didn't pay it much heed. Never in his dreams would imagine that it was due to him practicing the Dragon Inch Fist. Dragon Inch Fist, it is a skill which regards one's body like a dragon and emphasizes the concept of might in every inch of your body. If you had reached Fighter 4 Dan Pigu realm and had Junshi nourish your muscles, there won't be any side effects from cultivating this battle technique. However, you are only in Ju Si realm and your body is far too weak. Forcefully cultivating this battle technique will only cause your body to be injured. As time passes, the injury will only worsen. This is also the reason why, although you aren't left-handed, your left hand possesses significantly greater strength than your right hand. That is because you practice the Dragon Inch Fist with your right, causing great damage to it. If you don't stop now, you will become crippled. Zhang Xuan warns. Teacher, save me. At this moment, Lu Yong no longer possesses the arrogance he had when he first walked in. His knees weaken and he kneels to the floor. At this moment, he understands that the teacher before him is definitely an expert, a master among experts. That is because everything Zhang Xuan said fits perfectly with what is happening to him. If Zhang Xuan didn't voice it out, Lu Yong wouldn't have paid much attention to it. However, now that he has stated all of it out clearly and logically, Luyang immediately understands that everything he said is true. In the face of such an expert, what rights does he have to remain arrogant? It is laughable that he thought that he felt wrong for acknowledging him as his teacher. Only now does he realize how fortunate he is. Before acknowledging Cao Shang, he has also met quite a few notable teachers in the academy and displayed his battle technique before them. However, they were unable to tell that he is trained in the Dragon Inch Fist, needless to say, seeing through the fact that his right arm is injured. First, stop training in the Dragon Inch Fist and try your best to raise your cultivation. As for the injury that you have sustained and accumulated, I will think of an idea to solve it. Zhang Xuan declares. Alright, call Zhao Ya in. Yes. Luyang nods his head hurriedly. Not daring to say anything further, he quickly walks out. The moment he walks out, he sees Zheng Yang, Zhao Ya and Yuan Dao staring at him. Have you withdrawn from teacher Zhang Xuan's tutelage? Yuan Dao asks in agitation. Withdraw? Why should I withdraw? Luyang waves his hand and declares proudly, his face not turning red in the slightest. He who teaches me for one day is my father for life. I, Luyang, will not withdraw from teacher Zhang Xuan's lessons. What kind of people do you think I am? Do I look like that casual a person? I really don't know what you all are thinking, to be thinking about withdrawing all day long. Aren't you all embarrassed? Zheng Yang, Zhao Ya and Yuan Dao. Shameless. He is too shameless. Just a moment ago, he is still going on about how determined he is to withdraw from Zhang Xuan's lessons. Yet, in the blink of an eye, he changed his words entirely. Exactly how thick is his skin? That teacher is probably truly capable. Seeing the vastly different attitudes between the two when they went in and came out, Zhao Ya thinks in her mind as she pushes the door open. Actually, after hearing Uncle Yao Han's words, it isn't like she never wavered in her determination. However, the truth still stands that the other party was able to point out her illness accurately, giving her hope for a cure. After all, she is too embarrassed to speak of this illness in front of others, so it is impossible for her to reveal it to too many people. Sit down. Upon walking into the room, she sees Teacher Zhang and sits down. Teacher, you said that you can cure my illness. Zhao Ya reddens. Zhang Xuan nods his head. Your illness is an easy problem. Actually, it isn't very difficult to solve Zhao Ya's problem. She isn't really sick but rather, she possesses the pure yin body, a physical body which countless women desire. The yin energy in her body is overpowering and if it is directed correctly, her cultivation would soar rapidly. However, it is a pity that no one in Baiyu City noticed it and even chose a yin nature cultivation technique for her. For the other females, it is indeed quite a good manual to cultivate. However, for Zhao Ya, who possesses a pure yin body, to cultivate such a cultivation technique, it is simply worsening the situation for her. The yin energy in her body accumulates gradually over time. When she was younger, it was still undetectable. However, as her body develops, the unique traits of a female becomes apparent and she would start to find it hard to suppress her urges. If she isn't cured in time and continues on this way, she might become a being possessed by her lust and find it hard to satisfy his desires no matter how hard she tries. This is precisely the reason why such an awkward situation is occurring in her. This. Zhao Ya is taken aback. She didn't know that she possesses a pure yin body. In fact, even her father is oblivious to the fact. However, the part about her cultivating a pure yin cultivation technique is true. Is this really the cause? White Jade Pure Maiden Skill. It is an impressive skill, but it isn't suited for you. If you want to solve this problem at its roots, you have to find another new cultivation technique. After explaining the situation, Zhang Xuan states. How did you know that I cultivate the White Jade Pure Maiden Skill? Zhao Ya is taken aback. This cultivation technique has been passed down in the Baiyu City. Other than the Bai family, there are very few people who are aware of it. Even the butler Yao Han, who is at the entrance of the classroom now, isn't too sure about it. Yet, the teacher before her is able to point it out instantly. Zhao Ya is in a state of disbelief. If I am capable of seeing through illness, naturally, I would be able to see through your cultivation technique as well. Zhang Xuan tilts his head 45 degrees as he assumes the look of an expert whose depth cannot be seen. Cultivating a new cultivation technique can solve the problem. Then, what kind of cultivation technique should I cultivate? Suppressing the astonishment in her mind forcefully, Zhao Ya asks. You should find a cultivation technique capable of unleashing the potential of your body, and not one that accumulates yin energy. How about this? I will go to the Academy's Compendium Pavilion to take a look for you to see if there are any suitable ones for you. Zhang Xuan says. Thank you, teacher. Zhao Ya nods her head hurriedly. The problem hasn't been solved yet, but at the very least, she is aware of the cause now. A surge of exhilaration gushes through her heart. Zhang Xuan waves his hands to show that it is a small matter. Call Zheng Yang in. While Zhang Xuan is providing pointers to his students in the room, outside the classroom, a tall youth walks over in widened strides. Elder Lu, is what you said true? As the tall youth walks, he questions the elderly following him behind. Young master, that is the truth. Young mistress has acknowledged Zhang Xuan as her master. Old Lu nods his head quickly. If Zhang Xuan was here, he would definitely be able to recognize that the old Lu here is the person who tried to withdraw Wang Ying from his lessons yesterday. The person who he calls young master should be Wang Ying's elder brother, the genius of Haotian Academy, the disciple of an elder, Wang Dao. Zhang Xuan, the teacher who scored a 0 for his teacher qualification examination. What rights does he have to teach my younger sister? Damn it. If I don't teach him a lesson today to let him know the price for deceiving my younger sister, I will not call myself Wang Dao. As Wang Dao walks towards the classroom, he declares furiously. If you find any errors, please let us know in the comments below so we can fix it as soon as possible. Also, like and subscribe to our channel to get notified of the latest chapter release.